Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and a mere 45 minutes away from the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport for those of you who want to come and look at something in person. It's just a short drive to come up and see our over 100 additional vehicles we have besides the one we're going to talk about tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about a 1966 Ford Mustang coupe. I'll tell you what, Ford really hit a grand slam when they came out with the pony car. I mean, they said even in their advertising, we didn't change much for 66. Don't get nervous, don't get worried, because it was such a popular car that they really didn't want to change a whole lot. Now, you're going to want to watch this entire video from start to finish, because we will do a cold start, a walk around, give you all the details of the car, and you'll have access to it on our website. And our website being www.ellingsonmotorcars.com, where you'll find the little Mustang, and you'll find over 100 additional collector vehicles, ranging from cars in the 1920s all the way up into the 2000s and beyond. So chances are Ellingson Motor Cars probably has your dream car sitting on our sales floor, just waiting for you to take advantage and have it in your driveway. Well, yes, you'll want to watch this entire video from start to finish, because it really is helpful for you in making your buying decisions, because we'll do that cold start, like I said, and walk around. You'll be all ready to go. Now, let's just get into the details of this 1966. 1966 for Ford was another one of those spectacular years. They really hit a grand slam when that Mustang was introduced in 64 and a half, 65. They even in their 1966 advertising wanted to make sure to let people know, oh, we're not going to change a lot, very little changes, but a few improvements here and there. We really had something going, and they wanted to capitalize on it, and they did a great job. This particular car is in probably one of the most popular colors, the candy apple red. I mean, I seen as a kid, we used to watch for Mustangs because I was around when these were brand new, and we looked for every one we could possibly see. My uncle actually bought a new 65 coupe just like this one, almost exactly. So for me, that was my first real new car that I had any exposure to when I was growing up. This particular car comes with the ever reliable 206-cylinder engine, which was in a lot of these cars, because that time economy is still important, even if it's a sportier type car. And it does have the 3-speed manual transmission, so you still get that performance feel. They were actually very snappy. These cars didn't weigh a lot. So yes, that was a really nice thing to have, that 3-speed. I remember that as, again, my uncle's car had a manual transmission as well. Now, the neat thing about this particular car is it does have, like I said, the reliable 206-cylinder engine, but it has a couple of nice improvements. Number one, it has power steering. I don't care what anyone says. Any old car with power steering is just a lot more reliable, more enjoyable for parking, going down the road, all that kind of stuff is very, very important, and it even on a little car. Secondly, it does have aftermarket air conditioning, which even in a, in a little car like this, another nice feature that really is something that you're going to enjoy if you're going to take this car out for cruises and whatnot. Also has, of course, in 1966, they didn't have radial tires, but boy, now it does, and it's got the radial whitewall tires, and with the full deluxe hubcap. This really is a good look, and radial tires are so much more reliable, they handle better, they ride smoother. Everything about them is just one of the biggest improvements on any old car, in my opinion. But yes, 66 Mustangs. Remember, the biggest thing you can tell the difference between a 65 and a 66, honeycomb grille in the 65, straight slots for a 1966, just for that quick identification purposes. But of course, they have the bucket seat interior, trying to get that sports car feel. They got the 5 gauges, the little pods in there. This one actually even has a padded dash, and someone has upgraded with a really nice center console, right where that shifter is, with a nice boot and a couple of cup holders in there as well. Original steering wheel, seat belts all the way around, and it looks like they have also added an aftermarket stereo, because I'm looking in the back windows. They have some nice speakers in there as well, and the rear center light also. Still has one of my favorite features on all these old cars, vent windows. I sure wish they had them in cars today. It just is so nice if you don't want the whole window down, you just want a little fresh air. It's really is something that I wish they'd bring back. But yes, the candy apple red is just really a sweetheart of a color. I mean, how can you go wrong on a red Mustang? You know, it was really appealing to that younger market. And I'll tell you what, it was something that's really special. Now, you can find all of our stuff on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram as well, and TikTok. Give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate it a lot. You'll have all the information on this car, our current inventory, and kind of as an added bonus, you can look up some of the cars we've sold over the last several years as well. You may have missed those, but hey, you can also go to our website, www.ellingsonmotorcars, and you'll see our current inventory. You know, that is something you always kind of want to look at. And if there's something you're looking for, a given car or whatever, we have a toolbar across the top that actually says Car Finder. So if you're looking for a specific model, maybe it's not a 66 Mustang, maybe it's another one, we can certainly have you get that information to us. And if we get one of those, we'll let you know. So yes, I'm looking at this car saying, you know, gosh, it's really nice. The video is going to be great, going to give me a good feel, but I really want to come in person and take a look. By all means, we welcome you with open arms to come to Minnesota any time of the year. Hey, the indoor showroom is always nice, either cool or hot, not a problem. And like I say, we are open to the public Monday through Fridays from 10 to 5 Central Standard Time, and Saturdays 10 to 4 as well, for those of you who can only come on the weekends. Yes, if you want to come and touch it, make sure it's a real car. I guarantee you that it is. The other thing I always suggest, whatever kind of car you buy, be it a Mustang, be it a Chevy, be it a Hudson, a Ford, Studebaker, you name it, join the local club. I know in the Twin Cities area, we have a very large Mustang club. They've actually had meetings here in the past. You know, join that local club. You're going to find people in there that have the same interests that you do, same passion, if you will. And you can always find Mr. Wrench if there's somebody that you have a question. You know, I got a question about these cars and whatnot. There's always someone there to help. The other thing that Ellingson Motor Cars, kind of a one-stop shop, we can also help if you need financing. I mean, there's something to be said for getting financing in a car that was built in 1966. Most banks don't probably look at that. They don't understand the collector world. Trust me, we have more than several. We have half a dozen or more companies that we utilize for financing collector cars for whatever kind of terms you want. Again, go to our toolbar on our website and it says financing. Fill out that credit app and we will do our best to get you the terms that you're looking for. The other thing we can be helpful with, you say, well, I live in California, or I live in Florida. How would I get this car to me? Well, we certainly have sources for that as well. We're shipping cars every week all over the country. We have many good carriers that we use. We can help get that arranged as well. So like I said, kind of that one-stop shop. Give us a call. 763-428-7337, and we'll do our very best to answer any and all questions you may have, perhaps on this car or any of our other inventory. There's always someone here to lend a helping hand or help make that decision on something you want. Well, I guess from my standpoint, Mustangs are just such a great car. They're always going to be popular. There's a lot of memories associated with Mustangs, and it's a good car to have in your garage. It's not so big either. It does fit in the garage of today's day and age, whereas some of those bigger old cars, maybe not so much. Well, thank you again for watching our video. I enjoy doing them. They're always fun and informative for me as well. I learn a lot of stuff, brings back lots of memories, and that's probably what this car would do for most other people too. Everybody probably in the world out there has a Mustang story, if you know what I mean. So, well, thank you again, and we'll see you next time at EllingsonMotorCars.com.